Hey guys, what's up? It's been a long time. This is Jonathan. I'm just gonna make a few quick videos. I just got back from the gym. I took actually a whole week off. It wasn't intentional. It was because of school and work and things like that. But I actually took a whole week off and went back to the gym today. Actually, today was the sixth day and went back to the gym. Did legs. Couldn't wait. Had to get those squats done. I didn't get a chance to do deadlifts, which is bad, but that's because I parked the car in like a meter where we only allowed 40 minutes. And it took me like 10 minutes to get inside the gym, get ready, eat, 30 minutes, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes to warm up. It's impossible. I couldn't do squats, deadlifts, and leg presses, in 30 minutes. So I just did squats and leg presses, and maybe on back day I'll do my deadlifts. But anyway, this video is about bulking for the wintertime. Well, really, my advice out to everybody out there is if you're looking for a time to bulk, now is the time. Now is the best time to bulk. And I explain why. Yeah, wintertime, best time to bulk. Number one, to bulk, everybody knows you got to be at a calorie surplus. You got to take in more calories than your body's, letting out. Number one, it's cold. It's not hot, right? So even though it's a minimum effect, it still affects the amount of calories your body's gonna burn. You're gonna burn a lot less calories, which is good. Number two, people tend to stay indoors more, right? You stay indoors, and if you're trying to cut while you're indoors all day, it's almost impossible because you're gonna be eating and snacking left and right, and you're not burning calories because you're sitting on the couch all day, right? And number three, when you bulking, the only thing that's gonna suffer on your body is your waist. You're gonna put on some fat. You're not gonna have a six pack while you're bulking. I don't care. Unless you're on steroids, there's no way you're gonna get a six pack while you're bulking. So just forget about the six pack while you're bulking. I know we don't want to accept that. I didn't want to accept that fact at first, but watch my video on making up your mind. If you inconsistent and the time it takes you to think, you're wasting time. Just make up your mind, all right? If you're gonna bulk, you gotta sacrifice the six pack. And during the summertime, right before the summertime, you can start cutting and shed the fat off. But anyway, remember, just wintertime, best time to bulk. You're not gonna show your six pack during the wintertime. It's very rare. You're gonna have all those layers on and stuff like that. It's the best time to bulk, I'm telling you. And when you're bulking during the wintertime, when you actually putting on mass and you got all these layers on, you actually look bigger than you really are. Even if you have body fat on you, still your frame is gonna try to come out through your sweater or your hoodie, and your shoulders and everything like that. So it's the perfect time to bulk. I don't know anybody that's cutting during the wintertime. It's just stupid. First of all, like I said, you're gonna eat a lot because you're gonna be home most of the time. Nobody's really outside. You're not really gonna do cardio. Best time to be a caveman, hibernate, and put on as much muscle mass as possible. Another reason for that is when you bulk for fall, winter, and spring. Around spring, right before spring is over and the summer is near, that's when you want to start cutting, right? By the time you start cutting, you will have so much muscle on you that even though you lose a little bit of muscle, because when you cut, you lose a little bit of muscle if you're doing it the right way. You can't cut without losing muscle unless you're on juice. But anyway, by the time you start cutting towards the summer to start showing that six pack, you'll still have a lot of muscle on you even after you cut. That's only if you bulk during the winter time. So it's very important to bulk up during the winter time. Put on as much muscle and fat, unfortunately, as you can, so that when you go through your cutting phase, even when you lose muscle, you still have enough left. You understand what I'm saying? So like you just want to put on enough muscle so that even after you cut, you got to plan ahead so that after you cut, you still have some muscle left on your body. But if you don't go through a bulking phase during the winter time and you try to just be, I'm just gonna eat 500 extra calories, that's it. When it comes time to cut, you're gonna lose the little muscle that you already have. You're gonna end up looking like nothing. But if you bulk up and put on all this mass during the winter time, then you start cutting, it'll be just proportionate, perfect, right? So just bulk up during the winter time. I advise everybody to start doing that. I started doing mine 3 days ago. I'm going at least 1,000 calories over. Only reason why is because my job, I work an 8-hour job at Kroger, and I'm walking all day. I'm on my feet 8 hours a day, walking back and forth. And believe it or not, I burn a lot more calories than someone who's sitting down at the office. So I have to, just keep eating, and your body burns 70 calories average when you're just sitting on a chair per hour. 70 per hour. If you're walking and doing activities, it could go from 100 to 180 calories an hour. Do the math. In 3 hours, that's like over 500 calories, that my body needs just to maintain my current weight. Let alone me wanting to gain weight, I have to take in a lot more. So instead of every hour to bulk up, I probably need at least if I'm working and I'm burning 180 calories per hour to maintain my current weight, I would need at least 300 an hour to bulk. So eating every 3 meals, that means I probably need like what, close to 900 calories every meal. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, during the wintertime when you bulking, you're also gonna be going to the gym a lot harder than during the summertime. I mean, like if you know you're bulking, I advise you to just hit that weight room like there's no tomorrow. Like this, after all, you're bulking, so you should be doing a lot more weights and a lot more, intensity. You should work out a lot more intensity, because you're going through this bulking phase. You want to stimulate all your testosterone and all that. And remember, when you're bulking, you want to do compound exercises. Fuck isolation movements for the bulking phase. Leave that for when you're cutting. Right now, you're trying to put on strength and muscle, and the only way to do that is to increase the weight. Do 6 to 8 reps. 8 reps being 8 reps the maximum. The only time you should be able to do 8 reps is if your spotter helped you do the last two. 6 reps should be, where you give up. So you want to go really heavy on that. And put on as much muscle as you can, as much strength. And yeah, man, win a buck. Ask me your questions and leave your comments, subscribe, whatever.